In this video, what I would like to do is go over a variety of different examples of synth bass. A question that I'm commonly asked about writing for synth bass from students is, which note do I do? How do I move my notes around, and so on and so on. So the variety of videos that you're going to see on this page is going to be based around different ideas. So let's just jump right into this. Now, I've given you this as a template, this Ableton file as a template. Just be aware that I've got a very short audio example of a drum beat in there. You are more than welcome to choose any drum beat that you want to, but you may just want to start off with this one. If you want to compose your own drum beat, perfectly fine. If you want to use this one, it's also fine. Now, what you're going to notice is that in your project for the chord progressions, that you haven't got anything in there. So the first task for you to do is to drag and drop one of your chord progressions as simple chord progressions and one inverted. So let me just show you how I would do this. I would go into your, or you would go into your user library, and what you'll notice is that I've asked you to have a chord progression. I want a simple one, and it doesn't matter which one that you choose from. You should have a variety of them in there. And then you also have an inverted one in there as well. So I want you to drag one of these in there as well. And you can see now that I've got one simple and I've got now one inverted. So this chord progression and this drum beat is sort of going to be like a backing track, if you will, to what we're going to be doing with these bass lines in here. So let's go with the first one, shall we? So this is going to be the lowest note of a chord, or the lowest note of the tonic, or the lowest note of the triad. So all I'm going to do is this. I've got a chord progression bass track here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to move these two over to the chord progression. So holding down Alt, I'm just going to drag that one over, and I'll drag over my inverted one. So now with this, all you're going to do is, let me just start with my simple one, is I'm going to basically get rid of my two top notes. That's really, really simple, I think. So just get rid of these two. And that, yes, this is a bass line. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, there's nothing exciting about it, but yeah, it'll do the trick, won't it? The next part of this is the inverted one. Now, with this one, because it's been inverted, these chords, you're not going to have the exact same bass line. So again, the rules apply. I'm going to get rid of my two top notes. Get rid of these two top notes, and then those, and finally these. Now what you're going to see is, although it's the same exact chord progression, this bass line here is going to be different from this bass line here. Same chord progression, but a different bass line. Now, I do have to warn you that although this is a bass line, it's quite limited, and also it may be quite high in the register. So this is what I would do. Because the chord progressions are already like in the middle register, and you can see here that they're on C3 up to C4, so quite in the middle of the keyboard, what you may want to do with this one is bring them down by the octave. So for mine, I'm going to unfold it so you can see all the individual notes. I'm going to highlight all four of those notes. Now, with my keypad, I'm going to press the Shift button, which is the arrow up, and then I'm going to move them down by the arrows pointing down. And as you can see now, this has now been moved down to C2, and if I wanted to, I can move this even further down to C1 if I wanted to. All right, so that's in the first video. That's how you do a very simple bass line based around a chord progression.